Terrence in Omaha, Nebraska. Terrence, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Okay, great. What's up?
Oh, hey, just wanted to say I'm very excited because Senator Sanders will be here tomorrow. Well, not in Omaha, but across the river in Council Bluffs, Iowa.
Oh, really?
And I plan on, I got an RSVP invitation via email from him a couple of days ago. And I'm expecting a lot of people will be there. But my thing is that, I mean, besides my excitement here, because I feel like this is like, a once in a lifetime thing, because I really admire this man, and I really hope he becomes a Democratic nominee.
Yeah.
Tom, what can I do? I make a lot of Facebook posts and Twitter comments about Bernie Sanders, but what can I do to get the black community aware of Bernie Sanders, because they're not?
Yeah.
I mean, anybody I talk to that's black, they don't even know who he is. And it just amazes me
which is really sad, because Bernie Sanders actually has an arrest record. In 1963, he was arrested at the University of Chicago with the Congress on Racial Equality, CORE, a black group, demonstrating against segregated housing, because they still had segregated housing at the University of Chicago in 1963. Bernie Sanders has been, he was. And maybe it was actually before 63, because I think it was 63 was the March on Washington, wasn't it, with Martin Luther King? And he was was there for that too. I mean, he wasn't up on the stage with Martin Luther King. He was there as a young man who was supporting that effort. Bernie has a civil rights record that goes way, way back, and he's been talking about black unemployment on this program forever. And his program to put America back to work and put us back together is absolutely the thing that, in particular, the urban African-American community needs, because our cities used to be hubs and centers of manufacturing. And when the manufacturing went away, the jobs went away, and then you've got, poverty. And so, yeah, I'm with you, Terrence. And Bernie doesn't pander well is the problem, I think. And I don't mean that in a bad sense. I mean, it's not like he doesn't explicitly reach out to women, or explicitly reach out to Latinos, or explicitly reach out to African Americans. Instead, he tries to say to all of us, we are all Americans. We are all in this boat together. Yes, there have been, he earlier talked about how black youth unemployment was over 50%. That's unacceptable. How women shouldn't make 76% of what men make. He points those things out. But in his mind, it's all about the money. At the end of the day, it comes down to, is the money going to go to the billionaires, or is it going to go to the people? And if it goes to the people, then it helps everybody regardless of race.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what else I can do, because I've had conversations like, with people at my college,
Yeah.
And
I thought one of the things that I thought was just hysterical was last week, and you can find it probably over at democraticunderground.com. Somebody posted a clip. The title of it was Bernie Sanders' arrest record. And then when you read the post by the DU member, they pointed out that back in the 60s, Bernie Sanders was arrested. And in fact, he talked about it on this program last week. And he normally doesn't, Bernie doesn't brag on himself anywhere near enough, Bernie Sanders was arrested in his early 20s as part of CORE, the Congress on Racial Equality, protesting segregated housing at the University of Chicago, which is where he was going to college. So you might want to dig that out and push it out, Terrence.
You're listening to Thom Hartmann. Visit ThomHartmann.com for audio and video archives.
Because Bernie's been there from the beginning.